What's going on, everybody? It's Grabo back here. We're doing another Clash Royale video. So in a previous video, I got a comment to do a all rare deck. Now this seems like it's like, why would you do an all rare deck? Normally you wouldn't, because you need those commons, those rares, and those epics to help get a balanced deck. That way you can counter, or you can be more aggressive depending on how you want to build. So we're gonna go over here and take a look at what I'm using currently. I have 2 epics, 3 rares, and 3 commons. Now, most decks, you're probably going to see at least 1 epic, and you're probably going to see at least 2 rares, with the rest being common. That's what I've seen in a lot of decks. That's what a lot of decks are built out of. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to look at all of our rare cards and see what we can build using a rare deck and see if it actually works. Alright, so we're going to go through here, get the Elixir Pump, the Wizard, Inferno Tower, we got the Rocket, the Barbarian Hut, Tombstone, Goblin Hut, Musketeer, the Valkyrie, Giant. Can't forget the Hog Rider, Bomb Tower, and the Fireball. Now, those are all great cards, and most of the cards that get used that are rare are currently in my deck, being the Fireball and the Hog Rider. If we go over to Clash Royale, or sorry, TV Royale, you're going to look here, and what are you going to see in almost all these decks? Hog Rider and Fireball. In the first video, both decks have Hog Rider and Fireball. And then you'll see down here, Hog Rider, Fireball. Wow, only 1 Hog Rider in that video. Hog Rider, Fireball, Hog Rider, and he went with the lightning spell here because I guess he's been going up against maybe some SimCities where that's using a lot of Barb Hut, Goblin Hut, and you're just spawning a lot of units. So lightning spell takes them out really quickly, and it's good. It's very effective because you don't get the full value of those cards. But again here, Hog Rider, Fireball on the left, Fireball on the right. He's not using any aggress, so he's just basically Crucial's deck looks like it's just a defensive deck that can turn into an offensive attack if it's possible. So but I'm showing you, Hog Rider and Fireball are the most used rare cards. So we're gonna keep those in our deck, and we're gonna keep the Bomb Tower because the Bomb Tower I think is super effective for its value. Check this out. At level 5, it has 1,300 hit points. Now, you may not seem like that's a lot. Let's go check out another 5-cost defensive unit, the Inferno Tower. It only has 1,064 hit points at level 5. So the Bomb Tower has 300 more hit points. Granted, it doesn't do as much damage as the Inferno Tower can do, but you can do a lot of AoE damage, and you're going to do that against Barbarians, Spear Goblins. I mean, just you think about it, a lot of people use those cards. The Bomb Tower eliminates them really easily. So to build this, I'm going to use the Giant. I'm going to replace that with the Barbs. I want to use the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and replace the Witch there. Let's see here. I think the Goblin Hut to replace the Spear Goblins, because I mean, if you place a Goblin Hut and it doesn't get attacked at all and just gets to attack a tower, it can do a lot of damage. Now I'm torn between using the Musketeer or the Wizard, but seeing how I have the Bomb Tower for AoE, I'm going to try the Musketeer first. Place the Dragon. Okay, so now I only need 1 more, and I don't have a lot of units. The Valkyrie's pretty strong, but I do want to be a little bit more defensive, so I'm going to use the Tombstone. Notice I can upgrade that. Well, if I had the gold, I could upgrade that, but I'm not going to. So right now we're looking at an all-rare deck with the Goblin Hut, Mini P.E.K.K.A., Tombstone, Fireball, Bomb Tower, Giant, the Musketeer, and the Hog Rider. So let's check this out and see what happens. I'm going to do a live match real quick. Oh, instant queue. I love that. Give him a good luck. Get a thumbs up. Okay, so we got the Tombstone, Mini P.E.K.K.A., Fireball, and Hog Rider. So we're going to wait till we get the full. Okay, so he places that. I'm just going to place the Tombstone more to the left side of the map, because that's the way I want to push. Now, if he doesn't play anything, I'm going to play my Goblin Hut. Okay, so I'll play that Goblin Hut back here. Space him out for my Tombstone, so that way it doesn't take damage if he fireballs it or something. Okay, so he's got the Barbarians. I'm going to wait until I get to the bridge over the waterway before I play anything. I'm going to play the Musketeer, and I'm going to fireball. No, I'm going to throw a Giant down. Okay, now I'm gonna mini P.E.K.K.A behind this, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'll mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, so I don't have anything really to deal with that. So I'm gonna have to hope these spear goblins do work. Okay, so I'm gonna try and play my goblin hut. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna play my goblin hut because it's getting ready to run out, and he just played spear goblins. So I'm lost track of his. I shouldn't have to play anything really. Oh yes, I'm gonna have to because he freezed. If he didn't have that freeze, I wouldn't have to play anything to counter that. Okay, so see, he's probably trying to test the tower. Oh, nope. Okay, so we're gonna fireball that. Boom, easy peasy. So he spent 5, I spent 4, right? Fireball's 4, I believe. Okay, so we're ahead right now. Not too bad. I'm gonna probably play my bomb tower. I'm gonna push it away from my left tower, so that way it brings it closer to my other tower and possibly help me DPS some troops down. Okay, so he's throwing some spear goblins down. I'm gonna throw my giant in front of my tower. Okay, so he's gonna do that. Then I'm going to throw another goblin hut. Throw my musketeer behind this giant to help DPS down. Now I do know he has minion horde, so I'm gonna set that fireball for that minion horde since I don't have any other way to deal with that. Boom, the hog rider in there. And there's a Valkyrie minion horde. Now the fireball is gonna be a little late. Wow, that time to deploy was ridiculous. Okay, so boom, he didn't get much value out of that Tesla tower. I'm gonna wait. Okay, he's gonna freeze it. I'm gonna place this back here. Then place the giant to lead in with it. So he spent 8 elixir to get that. So we're gonna play this mini P.E.K.K.A. And we're gonna fireball right now. That's some good value. Okay, so we're pushing pretty good right now. Let's do that. So we're gonna do another goblin hut. And we'll drop another musketeer. Drop this tombstone here to distract those minions. Hopefully that hog rider can get past those barbs real easy. No, we're just. Oh, I misclicked that. Give him a oops for that because that was bad. Come on, musketeer, do work. So he's behind right now. I'm gonna let that mini P.E.K.K.A. soak some damage. Ooh, I'm gonna drop that tombstone here to help distract those minions. So I should be able to fireball and win this, no problem. Give him that good game. All right, so I made a mistake there with that fireball. If I didn't miss that, I would have won the game much sooner. I don't know why my finger let off right there. I was dragging it up. But, so you can see, all rare deck, it worked. And notice that only 2 of my cards aren't level 5. I am a crown or king tower level 8. So that means my rares effectively should be level 6. So it goes, whatever level your king tower is, that's what level your common should be. And then 2 levels down for your rares, 2 levels down for your epics. So if your king tower level 8, your common should be level 8, your rare should be level 6, and your epics should be level 4. Now if you can see, I have level 1 and level 2 epics, and most of my commons are 7 or 6, and most of my rares are 5 or 4. So for my king tower, I am behind. So that means if I'm actually facing people that are actually king tower level 8, they will have a troop advantage normally against me. Now that means I just have to play better. We're gonna go ahead and open up this silver chest real fast, see what we got in here. Okay, knight and archers. Sometimes silver chests give me more, I feel like. Sometimes they don't. But that's no biggie. Go ahead and start opening that one up. That should be ready in a few hours. Check out what just came up. Oh, we have a Gaming with Molt versus Thorburn. I want to go ahead and check this replay out because I find that watching his games, he's very, very informative about the game. He knows a lot mechanic-wise versus like troop placements and when to place troops and versus where to place buildings. I want to go ahead and watch this with you guys, give a little commentating on it. and he is very high level gameplay. He spent some money, but he's not spent as much money as other players. So I just want to see how he plays this out. So he's starting off with the Archer, Hog Rider, Mini P.E.K.K.A, and Lightning Spell versus a Barbarian Hut, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Rage, and Prince. So he dropped those archers in the back there to split. So that means the archer on the left might get off a few hits on that arena tower. We'll see though. So that archer on the left just did 200 damage to that tower. Oh, Hog Rider got off a hit. I didn't expect that to happen. So I'm guessing he's gonna place a Tesla here. Oh, it goes to the barbs. Okay. See, he waited for his tower to be able to attack those troops. Very smart. So he's looking pretty behind here. He's either gonna fireball a wizard. Let's see what he does here. I'm thinking he's gonna fireball. Okay, so he's pretty behind. See that Musketeer. Musketeer gets on tower. Musketeer will do work. No joke, really. No joke. So right now he's just building up his elixir as his opponent builds up his elixir. I mean, look at that. Goblin Hut, untouched. I mean, right now it's done 200 damage. And just spawning goblins. Just spawning goblins. Spirit goblins, to be exact. Alright, oh, drops the Mini P.E.K.K.A to distract. So he's pretty far behind. He's low on elixir. He's not defending well. He's going to have to wait, I'm guessing, for double elixir for him to really start pulling ahead. So just so you know, the King Tower damage that he's taken has been only by the cards that have been spawned versus Barbarian Hut and the Goblin Hut. He has not had a unit touch his King Tower other than those units spawned by the Goblin Hut. Oh, if this Skeleton King can get to that tower, that bomb does a lot of damage. It looks like it's going to. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Wow, that bomb just did 1,000, almost 1,200 damage. So it looks like this game's over for Molt. Just going to have to soak this up. Last out, maybe not get 3 crowned. So this is what sucks with these spawning decks. When you get behind, you just play from behind. You can't really catch up unless you have a lightning spell, but he hasn't been able to use lightning spell because he's got to play defensively. So he's able to avoid the 3-star, it looks like. Well played. Really well played by Thorburn there. I mean, once you get behind on those kind of decks, it's hard to catch up. It's really hard to catch up. So that's a video right now. That is an all-rare deck. We actually won it. I can show you here, just in case you forgot. We actually won versus, let's see what he had. He had Barbarians, Minion Horde, Spirit Goblins, Valkyrie, Goblin Barrel, Fireball, Freeze, and Tesla. We won against that with an all-rare deck. And my deck is pretty high. 4.3 is a pretty high-cost deck. It would be higher if I didn't use that Tombstone. I don't know what I would have used aside of that because the Valkyrie is 4, which would have costed maybe 5. If you use the Valkyrie, it might be 4.4. Yeah, 4.4. So, but the Tombstone is, even though it's been nerfed, you should spawn 6 skeletons instead of 4, and the lifetime's been decreased. But even though it's been nerfed, it's still great deterrent. You saw when I placed it against those minion hordes, they went against that, and my Spirit Goblins were able to do the damage as well as my arena towers. So that's the all-rare deck. I hope you liked that video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to get subscribed to see more Clash Royale video, and maybe in the future possible new content, whether it be whatever games you suggest I play or games that I want to show you gameplay and walkthroughs. So that's it, this video. Comment down below if you want to see anything else, or if you just want to let me know that was stupid or crazy cool, or you got lucky because, you know, you're low level trophies. It's going to be a, easy game. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Peace.